How is it going, everyone, and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. Now, before I start this video, I just want to say thank you for the ongoing support I've been receiving on my NHL live streams for the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's been awesome. I love the support, and all of you guys dropping by. One of our streams actually got 7,000 views, which is really awesome. And if you are interested, I will be streaming a lot more of the Stanley Cup playoffs as they begin to move into the round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, stuff like that, and I cannot wait to share with all of you guys. Anyways, back to the video. Now, for this video, I have yet another trade proposal prepared for you guys, and this one, unlike a couple of the other ones that I've done in the past, is one that I've really been speculating these past couple days, and especially the fact that this team has actually been knocked out of the playoffs, the player that is on this team. And if you haven't actually been able to get the hint already from the title and thumbnail, I'm talking about Kaapo Kakko on the New York Rangers, and the possibility of him getting traded. And honestly, at first glance, you may look at me and think, why would this happen? Obviously, he is a rookie, the second overall pick by the New York Rangers in 2019. Why would they give up on him so early? And for this video, obviously, it's nothing like confirmed or anything. And similar to the Jack Hughes trade that I did a couple of weeks ago for the Vancouver Canucks, this is more so a hypothetical situation, and basically talking about Kaapo Kakko's development and why I feel it would be more beneficial for him to be on a different team that would allow him to get a fresh start after the rough season that he had. And it could just honestly go over the plus sides of a trade for both teams, what the asking price could be, and just the general consensus behind a whole trade regarding Kaapo Kakko. Anyways, if you guys are excited for this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate that, guys. And yeah, let's get right into my reasoning. Again, before I start this, I just want to say again, this is not by any means confirmed information. You guys in the comments from a lot of these acted as if this was confirmed. This is not. This is just speculation and my personal thoughts on something that I think could be kind of cool, and just my thoughts on why I feel it could be even the slightest possibility, because if I'm being real, this is probably quite far-fetched. Anyways, now as we all know, Kaapo Kakko did not have the greatest season in a New York Rangers uniform, getting around 20-ish points and finishing barely in the top 10 for the rookie scoring, which is not bad, but nothing that you want to be seeing out of a rookie that is 18 years old and was the second overall pick. Now, this had a lot of people really upset, as Kaapo Kakko on the NHL Discussion Iron Kingdom rankings was one of the worst ranked forwards in the entire NHL across the whole season, which obviously doesn't mean much because he is a rookie and he still has a ton of room to grow, but it does sort of spark a little bit of worrisome on the Rangers end in terms of his whole I guess click on the Rangers. Does he click on the Rangers, or would he be better off on a different team with a fresh new start, on a team where he can maybe adapt better and play to his fullest potential and just develop as a player much better? We've seen a ton of players who have wasted their careers on teams in which, you know, they just didn't work well on, but they stayed on those teams because those teams gave them a chance, even though it just never worked year after year. And could we be seeing the same thing out of a guy like Kaapo Kakko? I just feel like a team like the Boston Bruins, with the absolute force and strength that they have, could guide Kaapo Kakko to be the 90-point player that he was touted to be when he was first drafted. And not to mention the fact that Kaapo Kakko is a very strong player. You know, regardless of the fact of how bad he did, he still does have a lot of room to grow, as I mentioned earlier. But would that growth be hindered because of the fact that he's playing on the New York Rangers? Now, let's talk a little bit about why I chose the Boston Bruins. And I did say that, you know, the Boston Bruins are a big team, you know, they have good assets, and I feel like in a trade they could generally have the pieces to be able to give up in order to make a spot for Kaapo Kakko. And that's what I wanted to sort of move into next, was what the actual asking price for Kaapo Kakko would actually be. And in my personal opinion, and in the comment section below, I definitely want to hear your guys' opinions as well. And I'll actually make that question of the day. What do you think would be the value of Kaapo Kakko, and how much do you think he is worth in a trade? For me, I think that he is worth a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and 2 top 6 forwards on the Boston Bruins. Actually, 1 top 6 forward and 1 top 9 forward on the Boston Bruins. I feel like that would be a fair trade, as the Boston Bruins are a very skilled team and their top six is pretty strong. So I would leave those players up to you guys to decide, but that's probably my prediction. A top six forward on the Boston Bruins, a top men forward, and those two first picks. Or sorry, the first pick and then the second pick. That would probably be what me personally thinks the asking price for Kaapo Kakko would be, as I'm not gonna lie, his season did sort of have a bit of an effect of how much it is actually worth. If this was the start of last season, he'd be worth a lot more. But we've seen him in the NHL. He didn't have the greatest rookie season, but there's still a ton of room to grow. And a ton of players, definitely, like guys like Kevin Fiala, are just sprouting out. He's 24 years old, so I definitely still expect Kaapo Kakko to really bloom into an amazing player. And I'm gonna be honest, the Rangers would probably be stupid to give him up right now, but if they were to give him up, I feel like they could still get some valuable assets back that could help them in the future. Now, this is where you, the viewers, come into play. Would you, as the Rangers GM, trade Kaapo Kakko for what seems to be quite a few valuable assets? And if you were a GM, what would the asking price be for a player such as Kaapo Kakko? That's definitely the question of the day, and something that I really want to hear out of you guys, and something that really interests me. Would you be willing to see a Kaapo Kakko trade? Where do you think he'd end up? And what do you think the asking price for this man would be? Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this quick video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this one. Be on the lookout for more NHL live streams for the Stanley Cup playoffs as we head into round one. Obviously still a lot of play-in series to go, but we're almost at the actual playoffs, so very hyped for that. Can't wait to start streaming again. And yeah, thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next one.